Hey guys, welcome back to our continuing coverage from the 2015 NAB show here in Las Vegas. I'm John Pete.
I'm Scott Ellis, and we're seeing all kinds of cool stuff.
Yes.
And we're about to see a whole lot more.
Yes, because our friend Perry is here, and he's got a whole host of gadgets and goodies from MXL. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm great. Thanks for inviting me to the show. This is kind of a big day for me, being up on the main stage.
Yeah,
Welcome.
we're glad to have you. By the way, Dave back there is calling dibs. He's gonna. You better watch that stuff because I'm sure it's gonna disappear.
As long as he doesn't touch my apple,
lunch.
that's my lunch.
Right,
That's my
yeah.
lunch, right?
So for folks who aren't familiar, MXL Microphones, you guys make a wide range of audio capture devices in use for everything, right?
Well, yeah, and we started doing studio condensers, and that exploded in a big way, a lot because of all the home recording. It used to be you had to go to a recording studio and hundreds of dollars an hour, and then all of a sudden with all the software programs, you could do it at home on your computer, but they needed affordable microphones.
Yeah.
So we'd been in the studio condenser business forever, and I've been there almost 6 years now. And I got there, and I'm a musician, and I like all that, but I'm also, my background's CE. So I said, okay, how can I get us into that kind of world? And it was interesting how things evolved. I think it was at this show a couple years ago when they did that camera shootout, and the iPhone 4 was compared to some of the most expensive broadcast cameras.
I remember that.
And I think everybody at the show at the same time went, oh, wow. And actually, I think the guys at Apple went, oh, wow, I think we got something here. I don't even think they recognized just the movement that was going to happen. And what it did is it brought the combination of mobile production, and every kid has got a phone in their pocket, right? And then you got YouTube. So now everybody can have their Andy Warhol 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But the problem with the phones was there's only so much they could do with audio because it was a built-in microphone in here.
Yep.
And that's when I said, now we got it. We
Yeah.
need to start making mics for the phones because the pros want something better. And so over the last 2 years, I think, is when we really started getting serious about it. And everybody knows this product.
The handheld, the standard
yeah,
handheld
exactly.
mic. Yeah.
So we said, okay, how do we want to go in? So we decided we wanted to go in with the TRRS because Android has that too. Everybody's got it, and so now we're universal. And the problem that we had when we went in here was you lost the headphones. So,
Right.
all right, let's put a Y adapter on everything. And then my friend Neil Barham at Filmic Pro has the only app I know of that does live audio monitoring. So he said, oh, this is cool. So use Filmic Pro. You can listen while you're recording. Now you're really totally professional audio.
You know, by the way, not to sidetrack it, but I didn't realize anybody had added that feature yet.
I didn't
Can
either.
you adjust the audio? Can you actually, I mean, not just hear it, but can you actually adjust the audio on the
Yeah,
phone?
and he's got different levels of resolution, audio resolution.
Nice.
48, 44, I think. There's lots of different things you can do with it volume-wise. And you could even go in USB, and I'm going to show you that solution as well because it's all going to move kind of to digital. And so that's my big surprise today, which
Okay.
I'd like to debut here.
Okay, well, we got this.
We can. So,
Well, before we get to it, though,
Yeah.
so this particular mic is one that's already available.
right, it's the MM130,
And what's the price point on it?
$99.95.
And it can be gotten at
Amazon, B&H,
Okay.
all of the
All the
iographers selling them. I want to give my friend David a big plug because he's been a good partner with us.
Very Nice. good.
And the Padcaster guys have it. Lots of people have it now. It's pretty widely distributed. What's interesting is because we're going in with TRRS, we can get power to our mics. So these are all electret. So you can get that good quality condenser sound. You don't need phantom power. You get enough from your phone to get it. But that allows us to do dual capsule, omni and cardioid, high and low gain. So this is a real professional piece. And feel the handset on that. It's solid, so you're not going to get any handling noise out of there. And
That's
we
a nice
decided to go with a XLR jack rather than a built-in cable. So if it breaks, you get a new cable.
I like it.
Because journalists are very, very hard on their products.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they are.
So we did a full line of the mobile media mics. Handheld, we have a lavalier. They're all 6-foot-long cable, so you can get a good long shot away, get a nice headshot. We even had a boundary mic. We've got a gooseneck.
By the way, that microphone, you make that microphone in a USB.
Right, the
that's not
AC404.
That's the one I gave an Editor's Choice Award to.
Yes,
a
I
while
heard
back.
that. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. We appreciate
It's
that.
an excellent, excellent microphone.
And the body style is so well recognized. We did it in electret as well for iPhones or for mobile devices.
Nice.
Dual gain, and you know, your TRS out, so you can get a boundary.
Just so people can see that, let's see if we. So.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
This particular microphone. It looks like this. This is the format, and if you do a search on the website, you'll see that we reviewed it for a kind of a speakerphone mic, like or for using with Skype or something. It's excellent for Skype on a desktop, but now you've got the version that you could just plug in your phone to.
Exactly.
So
And not just the phone. I'll give you a little preview here into our little mini mixer. So
nice.
this is a battery powered AC power.
Now let me just add, so I'm familiar with things like Beach Tech.
Yeah.
You know, you plug in a bunch of. This is kind of like that.
Yeah. So you get your 4 mic
Inputs.
Each one's got its own gain, and then you can go out analog, TRS to TRRS for your phone, or TRS into your DSLR because it's got battery, so it powers everything. Headphone out, or you can go out digital through the USB bus.
That's ridiculous.
Very nice.
So with this, a couple of these and this, you go into your computer and have multiple boundary mics, all digital.
And how much is this particular unit going for?
It's going to be about 200. It's still in a prototype, handmade stage. Be ready by the end of the year for sure.
Okay.
And we call it the Mini Mixer Plus. It's part of the mobile media line. So this has got crossover. You could plug these in. You could plug this in, and you know the nice thing is if you make it do enough, the market tells you what it's good for.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I don't think we ever anticipated the AC404 becoming the standard of web conferencing microphones that it is, you know?
Yeah.
And the body style too, it works. So this will do a lot of things as well, great for depositions and you know, attorneys' interviews.
What's that one over there?
This one?
Looks kind of like this, but not quite the same.
Well, okay, so we wanted to come out with a wireless version of this, but we couldn't use the same body style because we needed room for the batteries and the antenna. So we came up with a wireless version, and I said, well, you know what, as long as we've got a wireless version and a new body, let's do a couple new models of the AC404. So this is the AC424. Same exact electronics as this, new body style, and a mute switch.
Nice.
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
Because there's no mute here, and you know there's software mute.
But you want to be able, like, if you and I are talking and it's going through your computer and I want to say something to you on the call, I can't say, you know, it's hard, but if I could just hit the button and then talk to you.
Well, I will tell you what I learned, how important the mute switch is I was at Enterprise Connect a couple weeks ago down in Orlando on Unified Communications. And a couple of the manufacturers, they had big mute buttons because they said there's been lawsuits about thinking you're muted and you're not, and uh-oh, that just went out wherever. So a
no
big
question.
mute button, and it turns red so you know you're muted. So this is a step up to this, and then we'll have a wireless version of this, and then on the boards we have a stereo version, but it's going to be hard with stereo because all the software guys, Skype, all them, they're all mono right now, and they all go out, I think, on the left side. So we've got it. If somebody ever says, now we're stereo, I can release it. Because the other thing we're always doing is looking at, go to the shows, talk to people, looking at, okay, what's coming up? Not what's now, what's coming up. Because as we're selling now, we always have to have the latest. So I can tell you this is the first that you're going to see of this anywhere in the world, and I get to show it here first. So what is this connector?
That is a USB-C connector.
Wow.
Yes.
Right
It's
out of the
gonna change
gate.
the world.
Yes. So you've got a USB-C variant of, and it's a USB-C variant on the actual microphone itself.
This is obviously not working.
Yeah, but
This is handmade. It's a concept.
Prototype.
But what's going to happen is all the mobile devices are going to USB-C. So USB-C will become very, very important.
Yeah, you'll be able to use it on a mobile device, on a laptop, on a desktop. You'll be able to use it universally,
And you go
right?
straight digital, exactly, straight digital in, regardless if it's Android, of it's iOS, whatever. So that's why this is going to be important, because everybody's phone will have those. So I wanted to bring it to the show and say, here's the future. We're working on it. We're on top of it.
Well, the future's coming quick. When is that going to be available?
I don't know. We don't even have electronics. That one I can't commit to, But the first day I can get it out, I want to get it out because it's going to be very, very important.
Love that you guys are already thinking about that and what you're doing in general. One of the things that we preach a lot, especially to people that try to learn from us about the things that we do, is how important audio is to video.
Well,
when you're first starting, it's very easy to overlook, and you're worried about the video, but if you don't have good audio, the video doesn't matter that much.
Well, that's it. I mean, we'll watch grainy, shaky video. If you can't hear it, you turn it off.
That's right. Yep, exactly.
You turn it off. And the thing that's, I think, the most intimidating about audio is you can't see it. If you got a picture, it's in it. If it's not in the picture, you have nothing to worry about. There's stuff coming from all over the place that's invisible for audio, between crowd noises, electronic interference, and so people are intimidated by audio. I really think so.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And there is no doubt audio is the most important part of video.
Yeah.
So, well, listen, we are so glad to have you here showing off your toys. We love them. We love MXL stuff.
Thank you so much.
Please keep us all informed. You guys, thank you for tuning in. We've got a lot more coverage coming up, although Scott and I are going to go take a break, get some food. We've
Time
got,
for lunch.
I think Alex and Lindsay are coming on in a bit. But right now, we're actually going to go over to the cash booth, where we're going to put people in a big chamber full of money, and we're going to try and see how much we can give away. So just stay tuned, and we'll be right back.